Bulls Radio Lounge. Mark the Bartender, Jazz, in their respective bunkers. I guess, fellas, you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we must have got knocked off with that storm or something like that.
It looked gnarly out there towards the west or towards the east.
That was
It's over here now. It was going down earlier. It probably shifted over there.
Yeah. So I got it fixed. We're back online. So we're good to go.
Good to go.
Good to go. So there's a couple different stories. Now, the one that I seen was this Phoenix cop killed a man after responding to a noise complaint over a video game, right? Have you guys seen the video?
I saw it on the news a couple of days ago. They were talking about it.
Now, to me, I don't think that the guy should have got shot for it. You know what I mean? I don't because the guy was playing a video game, and I guess he was playing it too loud, and so the neighbor next to him was called a emergency, like there's a domestic violence dispute or something like that.
Just wanted the cops to get there fast so he could fucking go to bed. Like that's what they said basically. Like the guy just said whatever to make the cops get there the fastest.
Here's the video.
They do.
Now,
like the guy was playing video games with his chick.
Now, in the video, this is the body cam footage, and again, this is sort of, I guess if you've seen it, it's sort of graphic, but if you hear it, it might be graphic too. But they're at the guy's house. That's the guy supposedly what they think is domestic violence is going on in the house, right?
Yeah.
So then they're knocking on the door. They've got 3 or 4 deputies right there at the door. It's like an apartment complex. So they're waiting. Okay, now he just opened up the door. One of the officers shot a light inside the door as he's opening up, right?
How you doing? Whoa!
Okay, all right. So now he goes, "How you doing?" And then he's, "Whoa, whoa," and he's reaching behind his back, and what looks like, I guess from certain people, they say that he might be reaching for a gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's questionable, man.
Now here's a different angle. They're knocking on the door, and you see it from like the right-hand side of the door next to the wall. And the guy is not there. He's coming up. Now he's opening up the door. All right, so now he's stepping out. Now, what I'm looking at in this video, right, that he has a hold of something in the back of his, because he doesn't have a shirt on, but he has black shorts on. And he's looking to grab something out of the back of his shorts. Now, okay, if he had a gun, right, and he was just sort of protecting himself, maybe he was putting the gun down.
Yeah.
Does that? Yeah. I mean, is that or?
I mean, somebody knocks on my door at fucking 3 a.m. I'm coming to the door with a gun anyway. So
right, but. I didn't think the guy was, intentionally trying to get shot over it.
No, but I mean, I don't know who's knocking on my door at 3 a.m. Like, I'm not expecting anybody, so like, I'm coming to the door with a gun. Like, the cop should have fucking announced, like, man, police, like, hello, like, not just knock on the door and then the guy opens up, like, you're standing there,
right? I mean, and this guy, in the article, it says that, he had just, saw his daughter graduate, the guy who got shot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's always a sob story about somebody.
Yeah, but still,
I just fucking had my first bowl of Fruity Pebbles and I got shot. Like,
I mean, it's just, I think that the cops in that situation should have had better judgment,
Yeah.
I mean, I know they don't practice like hesitation, you know what I mean? Or not really hesitation, but like they're trained to like, do their thing. You know what I'm saying? They're not like, wild west people,
Well, that and like the cops show up thinking there's a fucking domestic dispute going on when really all it was a loud game of fucking Mortal Kombat. Like,
I mean, do you think they should have, do you think they should have waited? Like, do you think they should have drawn held off for a minute, or maybe like drawn but not shot yet? Or
well, I mean, you don't even need, man. You don't need to have your guns drawn in that situation yet.
right?
Like, you don't know what's going on. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they should have fucking announced at the door, "Hey, police, open up," kind of thing. Like when they're knocking on the door, like.
I mean,
if you heard like screaming or distress, yeah, you got your hand on your gun. But if you hear a domestic dispute, you knock on the door, you're not ready to shoot. That's not the first reaction.
Yeah, I mean, I watched enough fucking live PD, man. When those guys go to the if they don't hear anything and it's all quiet and shit, they're gonna go to the door and he might have his hand on it, but he's not like walking up with that bitch ready. Like,
I mean, I've watched the video, and to me, I think the cops should have just sort of, just pause for a moment or two before they should have just drawn their weapons and, or something like that.
Yeah, well, the other hand is I'd be going after the fucking neighbor. Like, dude, you basically called wolf, man, on some bullshit just because you didn't have enough sack to go over here and tell us to turn it down.
Because he was just, the guy was playing his video game. They fixed a snack, played a video game, and next thing you know, I mean, I don't know why he would sort of. I mean, I wonder if he was sort of pestered before by other people.
Yeah, well, I mean, in an apartment, man, you always got dickhead neighbors. Like,
yeah, so maybe he was thinking, well, he'd get tired of it, and just sort of answer the door with a gun this time.
Well, no, I don't think it was that. Like, they interviewed like the guy's girlfriend or whatever that was there. She's like, yeah, like, man, like it's 3 a.m. He went to the fucking door, like had a gun by the door.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's in this world, it's questionable to say whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's so crazy. But I think the cops should have sort of slowed down a little bit and not be so hasty to fire.
Well, yeah, and when you got, man, 3 or 4 cops covering one door, like, you got a lot of backup there, dude.
Right.
It's not like anything's gonna really surprise you.
Because if the guy's show where he came out and one officer, his back, was towards the officer, and the officer probably could have tased the guy from the back, you know what I mean, and done it that way. But I don't know. It's a tough call. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what to expect, and do you think they could have like shot him in the leg?
Yeah, but you're not trained to shoot somebody in the leg. You're gonna shoot somebody. You're gonna shoot.
Yeah, that's some movie shit.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're not
they
gonna shoot
leg, they
you
can shoot your ass right back. Like, yeah, you take their leg out, they still got both hands. Like, you're gonna get shot back.
Yeah, I mean, I see your point. I was thinking, well, maybe if the cops sort of second chanced it and said, "Hey, let me."
Plus, you ever try to shoot somebody in the fucking leg when they're moving? That ain't a big target.
Yeah, you go for that.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, chest, shoulder, man. That's why you don't see cops do like headshots. Like,
right, center mass.
Yeah, easiest place to do it, especially when you're not thinking. You're
just,
I know
that's
on instinct. Like, go.
That's a hard. I'm kind of on the fence on that one, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Because there's so many different variables, and on both sides of the fence, initially the person next door should have never called the cops and said it was an emergency, I guess, and come answer the door. But
that's what they do, man.
Yeah, especially if you're in an apartment complex.
No, man, that's I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Why? What?
Leave that one alone.
No, go ahead. Speak your mind, my friend.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just not shocked. This is normal shit. Period.
You're not shocked at that.
No, that's the one term that's like the term you mentioned a couple weeks ago. The Karen. That's like some Karen shit.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what all it is. Just like you just. I mean, like, it can happen to anybody, but it happens to black people way more often. They'll just call the cops just because. Like, make shit up. But
I've seen the videos, and I
matter of fact, it just happened. It was in California. I can't. And it was some kids and a homeless man was like attacked them because he wanted some crack, and like he went to attacking them with like a knife or something, and they beat him off with their skateboards,
Right.
and like out of like 10 calls, 9 calls for 911 was that a homeless guy was attacking a couple black kids,
Right.
and one
And
call,
the one call that actually made it was the fucking
kids was attacking the homeless man, and they came guns drawn on the kids.
On the kids,
and then there was people bystanders yelling, "They're not the ones" and stuff, and they calmed it down. But if it wasn't bystanders doing that, that shit could have been worse because one person got that shit wrong.
No, and trust me, I have seen the videos of these so-called Karens, and I never knew what that was. To be honest with you, I was never aware of that until recently. But nevertheless, I
think they call the white guys Kevins.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's Kevin's and Karen's, man.
It is Kevin and Karen.
I mean, it's just one of those things to where it's like, if you see somebody, no matter who it is, selling cookies, why can't you just move on? What does it matter to you? If you don't like it, then why start something and embellish this whole big lie about. Like one of the girls that I watched a video on, I think she was a black girl selling cookies or drinks or sodas for a good cause or something like that. And,
I mean, because they just people that have natural hate in their heart. So it doesn't, like, that's all they see.
Right.
They have
and these people
about certain people.
And they sit there and they call the cops and go, oh my gosh, there's this and this and this and blah 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 blah, and it's like, really? Do you have that much time to sit there and watch and, call the cops on a little girl that's sitting there trying to sell, to raise money for certain foundations or, whatever she's raising the money for, What why?
To them, they're just doing that to get drugs. Some dumb shit. Like,
I mean, why even cause it? And then you get upset when you're on YouTube by the person who's upset because you called the cops on their kid because you're too nosy to do all that. So it's a full circle back on the Karen, so-called. And I think that's I don't think that's right. I don't think that people like that need to be bothered so much about that. I mean, what does it matter? Who cares?
Well, I mean, from the beginning of time, every time you had a high school party, some neighbor's gonna call.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But you never had cops come to the fucking house party guns drawn.
That's a lot. This shit on the damn Elmer score. That's a lot different. Because that's like loud noise, and then because you're telling them it's a party because it's loud. It's obvious. Those are more obvious. It is a party.
Yeah.
These are like a motherfucker playing video games, and they in there causing a crazy ruckus and like making shit up. That's a totally different thing. Like, that's just normal for people to call cops on the party. That's just people that just don't like people having fun. That's a little different.
Here's the boy attacked video.
Queens this morning, a homeless man is facing charges.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ragg.
And I'm Mary Kelby. Welcome to CBS 2 News this morning. Police say the 35-year-old suspect is emotionally disturbed.
CBS News' Andrea Klein-Thomas is live in Kew Gardens with more on this. Andrea?
Well, Chris and Mary, what makes this even worse is that this attack was completely random. According to the family, that victim and his older brother were outside waiting for a delivery when that homeless man approached, picked up the 7-year-old, and slammed him on the ground. This cell phone video shows police arresting 35-year-old Lawrence Gendreau. The homeless man is facing multiple charges, including assault and harassment, after injuring Neftali Portnoy.
That was the one you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a long story. It's like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, so.
I didn't know. I wasn't even sure if that was. I guess. I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
man, look at that, man. You hit somebody with a skateboard, you can split that bum's head clean open like a watermelon.
Without a doubt. I mean, that's a given. I mean, so do you think the skateboarder guy would have got charged for, like assault to the homeless guy?
Well, I don't know. In California, maybe, man.
Even if he was trying to protect the kid?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to defend myself while some homeless guy with a knife is like attacking me. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a skateboard in the fucking forehead.
crack his skull like a melon.
Yeah, man, that metal truck will split that bitch's head wide open, dude.
He got the right kids because it could have been worse.
That's true.
It would be my whole ways back there. Yeah,
we would have fucked that guy up, man. Like, yeah.
Our life was on the line. Shit got real quick.
And that's a free shot once you fucking get it. Like, man, I'm gonna fuck this guy up, dude.
Then the guy
I'm gonna work out some stress.
Then the guy gets too happy. The homeless guy, he's like, "Oh yeah, I've PTSD and all this stuff like this, and won $1 gazillion."
Yeah. I mean, well, then he can. Well, the courts will rule him crazy, and they can go that way. But like in the meantime, he's still a guy with a knife, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, I understand. I do the same thing,
Yeah, you come at me with a knife, I'm gonna hit you with whatever I got. Like,
I was just saying that's just an example of just like how one person can see something and make the whole stuff.
Yeah, turn the whole situation totally backwards and bad.
Yeah.
That's what our society is in right now. We were like in a
full
exposure.
You gotta look at the good in that too, because there was plenty of people there to make sure that those kids was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually got their backs and turned it out right.
Well, did you hear about the guy that worked at that works at Burger King that got slapped?
Huh?
By a customer. The guy got slapped.
Burger King slapped? Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Hey man, these people in these masks, man. It's like the true colors of people are coming out. We're getting that crazy over wearing a mask. Like the true colors of people are coming out. It's ridiculous.
Man slaps Burger King employee over nuggets being too spicy and public freakout. That's what the title is from Daily Mail.
So that's spicy.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't get that.
That's what it says in the title. Man slaps Burger King employee.
I probably was. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was about. I just know some Burger King.
Yeah.
Nuggets so spicy you'll slap your mama.
But I'm saying, like, you're gonna get mad because you got something spicy and it was too spicy. The fuck is the word is in the description.
It says
you're getting spicy nuggets. Yeah, like.
Oh man, this shit. Oh, it's too hot though.
Yeah. You giant pussy.
This guy is like, he almost looks like that guy from the Restaurant Impossible guy, but not as like, thick and rugged. You know what I mean? Do you know the guy from Restaurant Impossible?
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, he kind of looks like him. From the side, and he's yelling at the other employee guy, right? The Wendy's guy, I guess the manager with a tie and everything. And he's about to slap him.
So she needs to get the out of here before I get her put in jail for the rest of her life. Sir, you are on camera right now?
Oh.
Yeah, he slapped him like a fucking bitch.
Oh, jeez. That was a hard slap. Now, I don't know why he was yelling at the another female back there or something like that, but I don't know.
That's a pimp slap.
That was a pimp slap right there. Yeah, he had to keep his pimp hand strong.
You have to keep your pimp hand strong sometimes. This is true. My nuggets were too spicy. I'm gonna slap the taste out your mouth.
That'd be a good BK commercial too. Just play that slap.
Well, I mean, it's like Frank's Red Hot, man. Put that shit on everything. So hot it make you want to slap your mama.
That was a good movie too. That was really good. Right there. Tastes so good it make you slap your mama.
Yep, see?
Just add that clip right there, So, I don't know. What would you have done if a guy did that to you and you're working behind that counter?
I don't know. I'd probably just be checked for a second and be like, did that really just happen? Like, it depends on how important that job is, because, man.
No, I got enough reflexes. I'm gonna see that slap coming.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lean back and a right hook. That's the only way that's coming. I'm see it coming
Yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if you were like working at Burns and you're like, dude, I don't want to lose my job by like punching this guy. But if I'm
if somebody swing, that's instinct. I can't. Job is out. All that's out the window in that split second. If hands is coming at me, our hands are coming back.
I don't know, man. I'll take a lick if somebody wants to punch me at work.
Really?
Like,
nah.
I'm gonna find your ass later on, though. Like.
That's easier said than done. I don't believe you, but okay.
Well, if you get punched first, then I think
I don't know, man. I guess you could fill out the situation. Like I'm gonna be able to I'm gonna know the situation. I'm gonna be able to read it.
You gotta be able to read it. You gotta be able to see that hand coming across the counter. And making that slap.
Coming across, my eyes will get wide as hell because I know what's coming next.
I could just see
that man, like, especially if you see it coming, like, all right, but I'm either gonna block that thing or just step back.
I could just see Jazz's
go time in a while, so I guess go time. See if I still got it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw a big giant fucking Big Mac and a fucking Coke at his ass.
I could see Jazz's face after somebody slaps him like that, some stranger. That he'd probably look like the Hulk. Come across that counter and just sort of go nuts.
It would be a quick sway. You'd be surprised.
I could just see that. That's you. Because I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry if somebody slaps me. That's not cool.
If somebody slap, like, that's like the most disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather you punch me than slap me, because that just means that you have no respect for me at all. You're just gonna slap the shit out of me. I've never been slapped before by a dude. I mean, I've been slapped by a girl, obviously, but I've never been slapped by a dude. I wouldn't even know what to do with that, to be honest.
I wouldn't even being a slapper, like, that wouldn't be like a thing. I'd be like, I'm gonna slap this motherfucker.
But
like,
if a customer,
I can slap the shit out of somebody. I know I can, but I don't know.
It's not my first option.
That's a waste of arm strength for that one good swing.
All right, but if
unless you wouldn't, I don't know, man. I've seen somebody get slapped and knocked out. That's impressive. Let me take that back. I wouldn't want to slap the fuck out of somebody just to like put them to sleep off a slap. That'd be something to do.
Just to see what I got on the slap game.
It happens. Like, if you slap somebody to sleep instead of punch them, that's hilarious.
They do.
Man, you could slap him like right there in the temple, man. If you could just get your fingertips on the temple there, like boom, you're going TT.
TT99.
It's 2 minutes. This game is it's never gonna end.
These guys are doing fucking Jaeger bombs with Red Bull back there in the locker room just to keep loose.
It's gonna hurt if they lose after this. It's too much. Y'all gotta win this. I think it's almost commercial time anyway.
They do a slapping show, like a slapping competition.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I know you can slap somebody to sleep, because I've seen those highlights. There's that one dude that'll be slapping people to sleep.
Yeah.
Now he eats them and then he finishes. He lets you take your best shot. He lets you go first and then he puts you to sleep.
Those are some two big old boys right there. Good Lord.
It's like a competition thing, like the slap-offs.
Yeah, it's like a slap fest in like a bar or like in like a gymnasium.
Whoever knocks the person out first, like, that's a real thing.
He's got to do it first. Oh. Gosh.
This is a big white guy that be slapping the shit out of me.
Yeah,
he's got hands like a fucking mitt.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. He eats, and he's got a chin.
I'm trying to see if they have their names on there. I can't find their names on this one. It just says slap contest knocks out compilation 2019 from Russia. Iron Men slaps competition. So yeah, these two guys are slapping each other like big rugged Russian men. Oh,
yeah, they get after it, dude.
Gosh, that's gotta hurt the jaw when you get done with this.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I wonder how far they go. Like, what's the furthest time period?
What's the what?
Like how far are I don't know if they do like innings or how many slaps per time limit or something like that.
You go slap until you fucking fall out, man.
Oh, is that what it is?
Slap,
Okay.
Slap it.
Oh, so it's just not take a break, go back to slapping. It's just pure
It's
slapping.
just slap happy.
You gotta make them crumble. They don't gotta go put to sleep, but you gotta take them down. Like you will know.
Okay.
Eventually somebody goes down.
All right, let's take a break real quick. When we come back, we'll get into more of this slapping competition. It's very interesting.
We have to put it up on our Facebook page. It's pretty funny.
And then we'll talk about a little bit more about sports, the Super Bowl, without doing masks. We'll talk about that more. And then I think I have a slapping story. Somebody had slapped me. I don't know if I told you guys about that at one time. So
a lot of slapping. Look, he just almost scored. Damn.
We'll get to that more. Bull and the Bartender Show. Bull's Radio Lounge.
Yeah.
Stand by. Be back in a minute.
And I hope I'm right. This that song that I hope you like. This that song that I hope we can move to. If not, just imagine me with you. And I hope I'm right. This that song that I hope you like. This that song that I hope we can move to. If not, just imagine me with you. Everybody dancing, but I just wanna dance with you. And everybody moving, but I just wanna move with you. And everybody whine, but I wanna slow wine with you. Never been to the island, I wanna take flight with you. You know I love the island, so I had to try it. I'm thinking of the day when I could finally buy it. It being whatever you point to. Walk in the store like, baby, it's all you. You the type to be like, nah, baby, I'm cool. Let's find a couple kids and put them all to school. And I'm just like, cool, but what about the shoes? You look at me and smile like, baby, that's all you. The stakes high, you know we playing for keeps. I know it gets rough when it's been a couple weeks. FaceTime in the lab, FaceTime in the road. Thank God for Steve Jobs, but FaceTime getting old. But you don't want me home cause you know the mission. You just be praying that I can keep the vision. I just be praying that I can have you with me. Late nights trying to make this praise realistic. Faith without works in the thing, baby. I keep that in mind when I dream, baby. You my thick stand, I'm trying to lean, baby. Me without you ain't a thing, baby. And I hope I'm right. It's that song that I hope you like. It's that song that I hope we can move to. If not, just imagine me with you. And I hope I'm right. It's that song that I hope you like. It's that song that I hope we can move to. If not, just imagine me with you. Everybody dancing, but I just wanna dance with you. And everybody moving, but I just wanna move with you. And everybody whine, but I wanna slow wine with you. Never been to the island, I wanna take flight with you. With you. Ain't worry about them, cause it's all about you. It's all about you. Ain't worry about them, cause it's all about you. Everybody dancing, but I just wanna dance with you. And everybody moving, but I just wanna move with you. And everybody whine, but I wanna slow wine with you. Never been to the island, I wanna take flight with you. With you.
Bull's Radio Lounge. Bull and the Bartender Show, August 11th, 2020. Welcome back. I want to tell you about keelfarms.com. There's surplus of wines that include wild berry, strawberry, peach, sangria.
Sipping on wine?
Sangria. That's what it says, sangria. S-A-N-G-R-I-A, sangria. Check them out.
Why does it keep going in and out all weird?
No, it's the intro. It's the intro. All right. Well, that was the intro music that was doing for the show, and then you just sort of just blew the wind out of the sails there, bud.
That was the intro music that was doing for the show.
What the?
The wind out of the sails there, bud.
All right.
Is that something coming from you guys' end?
Huh?
What?
That's not coming from me.
It's coming from you, dude.
No, bro. Everything that I have is muted.
I don't know. It keeps like fading in and out. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Nah, everything I have is muted, my friend. So.
I mean, it sounds all right on the over the air shit. So.
You're back to how you were sounding. You were just literally in and out for a good couple seconds.
Okay, no, you just kind of threw me off there with that deal. So that's why I didn't know what was going on. I was trying to do intro for, Keel Farms. But, that kind of went out the window.
Right.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Look at these guys just hanging out in the damn ice palace all by themselves in the fucking lounge.
Is that, are they back on? Are they coming back for number 5?
They're in Canada for the rest.
Okay.
One east is on one city and the west is in another.
Yeah, they're just showing like the actual Lightning commentator guys who are like here in Tampa. Like,
didn't one of them retire?
The big guy, man, he used to play for him. What the fuck's that guy's name, man?
Well, the voice guy, the one really like Lightning voice guy, didn't he retire?
Yeah, the old school guy.
Yeah, the old school guy.
Yeah, I think he retired finally.
Do you think they could find somebody else to fill his shoes?
I think they already have. Like,
have they? I don't know. I haven't. I saw the news story the other day on I think it was like Fox 13 or something like that, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll just watch the games, from the audience now, and enjoy it from there." So I guess he was doing like 30 plus years doing it, announcing the hockey games, on the radio wherever it's broadcasted to.
I think that guy was just old and he wants to just hang out and not have to do it anymore.
I mean, I would assume so. I mean, he didn't look that old on the TV, so. But I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Sorry. So, Super Bowl, social distancing. We briefly talked about it earlier, but I wanted to kind of dive into it with you guys because I believe it's supposed to come here in Tampa next year, but with all this still going on, if this continues on into the Super Bowl era, are they going to be able to block off certain rows of seating or something like that? Or just no fans?
They're gonna have to sell every other seat, so everybody's got like their 6-foot rule in their seat and that kind of stuff. Like,
do you think they're gonna have like people policing all that and just sort of like, hey, look, you're not 6 foot apart?
No, I think no. I mean, they're gonna have it if they even have it. It's gonna be set up like beforehand. Like, it's gonna be silly, but they got fucking 4 or 5 months to figure it out if the season even goes.
Some drama and last-minute decisions.
This is a video article from Fox 13 talking about.
Oh, Whitney, smoking her kneecaps off.
Challenging times, from Desert Storm to the Great Recession. Now, amid a pandemic and social division, step up.
I look at this as an enormous opportunity to bring our country.
Derek Brooks, this is who's talking as it's buffering. But I guess you're talking about with the no masks, no mention of social distancing in the planning. Should they plan it 5 months out?
I mean, somebody should a little bit, or at least start thinking about it. Like, just in case some kind of fucking miracle happens where they can pull it off.
So do you think that they're going to cancel like all the little festivities they have, like last time the Super Bowl was here?
Oh, yeah. If everything's still like the way it's going, like you're not going to be able to have like the NFL fan zone and like that kind of shit going on.
No, you can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing at all. I mean, that'd be too close for comfort.
Huh?
That'd be too close for comfort. You couldn't do anything.
Yeah, no, you can't do shit. Like,
I mean, what's that?
Like, yeah, you can't do any of that. Like, man, none of the NFL, like, man, zone shit. None of the, like, I mean, I'm sure that somebody's going to have private parties and stuff,
Right.
but fuck that.
Well, there was a guy, or there was, like Sturgis, the rally out there.
Yeah, I've been seeing all kind of stuff on the motorcycle pages.
Yeah.
Everybody's, man, Sturgis doesn't have any masks. Like, everybody's partying, but I don't know. There's not a lot of COVID up there, man, but there's a lot of people that go to that shit, so they're going to bring it. Like,
since the start of this pandemic. And while masks are recommended, there is no requirement on that. NBC's Kathy Parks is in Sturgis, South Dakota for us. Kathy.
So there's a whole bunch of, motorcycles that are just rallying, in Sturgis, South Dakota.
it's like Bike Week. Everybody goes and hangs out, man, and
because I've seen the ones
right now is not the time. Like,
so do you think they don't care, or just that's
well, I mean, some of those, some of the people are like, oh, dude, either they don't care or fucking they don't believe in it or whatever. Like,
that's just how they want to roll.
Maybe they're just, man, this is America. I can do what I want to.
America.
Like,
Good afternoon to you. Great to talk to you today on this. Talk us through what you're seeing today, how things are on the ground.
It's like she's at a a war zone. How things there on the ground.
It's a bunch of fat Harley guys drinking beer with their tattooed up chicks walking around.
How much danger can you get into with being on the ground with a bunch of biker people? I mean, it wasn't like in the 80s, and you just look at their bike wrong and they could hit you. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Hey, Yasmin, good afternoon to you as well. So we are on to day 3 of this 10-day rally, and if the last 2 days were any indication, this crowd will...
I think it's the connection between internet servers. Because it's...
Okay.
Get very large.
You're very critical tonight.
But keep it...
What's going on? Are you like, you're all right, bud? Or, I mean, what's going on? You're like...
I'm good, hang on.
I mean, I'd love for you to fix my technical issues if you don't mind. I mean, that'd be cool.
We are on Mountain Time. We're here in South Dakota, so it's a little after 10 o'clock in the morning. So you see these riders here trickling in on Main Street, but it stretches for several blocks. So just give it a couple of hours, and this street will be packed with riders as well as motorcycles. But here in the time of COVID, the city has placed hand sanitizing stations up and down Main Street here. They've also removed high-touch surfaces, and each and every night crews are out here disinfecting the streets and sidewalks. But obviously another big headline, as you mentioned.
All right, so they're meeting out in Sturgis. Their people are freaking out because it's a big old meeting place. And, both sides of the fence are upset. They want
everybody's upset because people are out having fun.
Yeah.
The fucking fun police.
I mean, as long as, I guess, if you're wearing your mask, I guess you're good to go, but I guess if you're not,
yeah, supposedly.
I don't know. It's one of those things to where it's like, I try to stay in the middle of the whole thing,
I wear my fucking thing.
Your mask?
When I'm going out, man, like my fucking little neck gimmick. Like,
is is it strange that we now have to wear a mask? Like this has so much become the norm. I mean, do you guys find it strange, like to go into like grocery stores or department stores if they're even open? And
now, like no, because now like it's just like it's now it's so normal now. Like I'll make sure I got my mask with somebody. You got your just make sure. Like it's just something that's like I know it's like bringing your debit card with you now. Shit, make sure you got your debit card.
I know, but
if you need money, like because you can't get in anywhere if you don't have it. So
I mean,
make sure you got your keys, your wallet, and your freaking mask.
It's just like it's part of the to-go package now.
Well, I mean, I look at what's been going on. I look at everything that we've had to change in our generation, and
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy in general, man,
yeah.
But like, I mean, obviously, like it's out there and it's not going anywhere. So like, got to do something. That's the best thing you can do right now. Then I guess that's what you got to at least do. Shit.
I know China's been wearing masks for a long time. That's sort of their normal. But I never would have thought that.
Yeah, but they did that because their air quality is so.
That is true.
Over
Yeah.
there.
But I never would have thought that we'd have had to sit there and wear masks around just to get in the grocery store. And also, I never would have thought people would get that upset if they see somebody with just their mask below their nose or something like that,
I'm saying, because what's the point of that shit?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't say shit, but I've seen it, and I don't like it. Because you might as well not have that shit on if your nose is out. Like,
yeah.
Shit, like,
I mean, what is the deal with, people just being like there was a story, and I'm trying to remember what it's called, but basically these two ladies are like supposed mask, they're mask police. You know what I mean? They're giving this one lady like a citation, or try to give her a citation that if you tell me that it's illegal to put my mask on, here's my the Department of Florida, Department of whatever it was, and they're supposed to be like a government office, and it's a false thing, and they can tell the people that they can sue you for telling them to wear their mask. Did you hear about that one?
There's so much of that bullshit.
Yeah. So they made a fake card with a fake DOG or what is it, Department of Justice logo on there, and this one lady was reminding them to wear their mask while they're inside the store.
That's a nervous Nancy.
And she pulls it out and goes, "You know what? If you tell me that I have to wear my mask and I can sue, you can be sued for $10,000 or $15,000 and up to I think it's like a year or 2 years in jail."
Well, I know business owners can get fined for that shit.
No, but these are people that had cards and they were waving them, they were trying to be FBI and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's nervous Nellies.
And it's geez, that's where we're at as a society. We're falling back behind and sort of slowly killing each other off. It's I thought we would progress. What happened to the Back to the Future, hover cars, the skateboards, all that stuff like that. It's a strange thing to see. You have to wear masks 24/7.
Man, I went into. Where did I go last night? American Social, and there was nobody. You can wear or not wear masks inside restaurants, and they had one table in there that was there's probably 20 something people at this table all elbow to elbow and shit.
Right.
Fuck that. Man.
I mean, when I went out, they wouldn't let you sit that many people at one table.
Yeah, there was
they're not supposed to do that. Yeah, that was a foul. That's something that gets reported. Yeah, we were there's no putting tables together.
Yeah, these ones had tables together, it was a big office party kind of thing. But then there was only one dude sitting the whole bar.
We were catty cornered. When my family was in town, it wasn't even the table to the left of us. There was the table, the next one over. It wasn't even. You couldn't even be that close. So yeah. They weren't supposed to be doing that.
Now let me ask you this, and it might be a dumb question, but is is Hawaii, practicing the same thing, or do they have
no,
cases
that,
over
oh
there?
yeah, we didn't. I talked to Mark about that. Yeah, I'm on Hawaii as a whole. It got way worse, and like it's more serious there now. Like I
Oh, is
wouldn't
it
be able to
really?
get out of
Okay.
there.
All right.
Yeah,
I didn't
like
know.
the
Yeah.
hospitals are getting crazy full. Like my mom's a nurse. And like
Right.
she works like in the office more. She heads up to stuff, but she's got to be out there. Like their beds are getting full. Like it's getting crazy there right now.
Is it because
it wasn't like that at first?
Right.
But like, yeah, it's gotten bad there.
Is it because it's just sort of secluded from everything else?
Well, I mean, like what she said was, like a lot of those island families, they're like close knit, and they live like a shitload of people in one house,
Right?
Like a lot of people in one house. So if one person gets it, when you're crowded in one house, and then you go to another place, like that's all it takes, and like that's kind of like the process that's been happening out there.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. That's, it's Hawaii. You don't think about that over there in Hawaii.
Yeah, man. I didn't think so. It was that bad either. I just talked to my mom yesterday. It's crazy.
Yeah, they just had a thing. Was it New York? Said, man, it was like Virgin Islands, Hawaii, and somebody else. Man, you got to go like a 14-day quarantine thing if you show up there. Like,
yeah, it was already a 14, but it's like I don't know, man. Like I don't even think I think like it's harsh, more restrictions right now. Like
now,
period. I know I'm not going there at least till October. Be the worst case or the best case scenario.
Now, are they policing, your quarantine? Like, are they knocking on your door, calling you on your phone, and saying, "Hey, look, if you're,
I mean, no, but like people. I mean, obviously people are abiding by it, but there's gonna be somebody that will know whatever, and that's all it takes is one person to report you. And who wants to go through that? Like, that's like an arrest.
Right.
Yeah, like you're basically on house arrest for like 2 weeks. I think you have to check in like once a day.
I mean,
but like I just know like once you get there, you gotta let them know where you're going, and that's where you're staying. Like,
but do they watch you? Do they knock on your door? Do they? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know, man. But like,
they don't come knock on your door. But
it's not like them knocking the door. It's just like you just follow the rules. Like you can get away with it if you want to, but like if you get caught, you get caught.
Well, I didn't know if it was like a COVID police, task force.
No, but hey, people are gonna
break down the door.
They got Karens everywhere, man.
Yeah,
they're everywhere out there. There's somebody just waiting for you to step out. Oh, I ain't seen you here before. I better not see your face in 14 days. Like I know that. Like
we're gonna break down the door and check your temperature.
Hey, shit, they come on. People ain't playing with that. Somebody out there window. They see. If say like I came to my folks, like you're gonna see me arrive. Somebody's gonna see me arrive with suitcases. It's gonna be known that you've never seen me here before.
Yeah,
you got visitors.
Suitcases, so the odds are you probably like they're gonna. Somebody might. You never know. Somebody might want to know. But somebody might know definitely that you came from somewhere else, and all it takes is one person.
True.
Just to call. So who wants that? Who wants that?
So are they? I wonder, are they going to test you like when you get off the plane? Is that how the process goes? Or
no, you're not getting. No, it's more the temperature checks. Now you're not getting tested.
Okay, so it's just the temperature when you get off.
Once you get somewhere, like you just got to be. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure they ain't test you in no airports.
I know that, man. They'll like laser scan you and shit. They might test you, man. Depending on where you're coming from.
Bring up alerts, then you'll get tested. But as long as you come in with no temperature and you're good, then like they're not gonna like. It's just about just being. It's just a standard quarantine, because like that 14 days. I mean, I guess if it's dormant, even if it's dormant, if it's not, like you'll know something within 14 days.
Yeah.
Whether you need to go to the hospital,
whether you got it or
something
not.
will show within 14 days.
Yeah.
So that's just being safe.
Yeah, that's and again that goes back to what I was saying.
Yeah, but look I know, man. My folks flew in like they didn't get checked. My mom, she got tested when she went back because she works in the hospital.
Right.
But like, there was no testing between here to that. Like people aren't even like doing the correct guidelines on planes. Shit. I listened to the radio today, and the guy was saying the host was saying somebody knew they took their tests and they flew to New York. And once they got pretty much to New York, they realized the test came back that they had it. So they didn't know they had it, but they just rode on a plane or flew on a plane
right.
with it. You know,
dusted that whole plane with it.
Yeah, you never. Yeah, that's how crazy it is. Like, yeah, so like just like one like somebody being responsible, you know, and taking the test, but like not knowing till later on that they got it, like it's too late. Like you've already been on the plane, like you have that type of issue.
Yeah.
That's why I really didn't want to fly too much right now anyway.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't either because it would just you're in like a shell, and it's up in the air. You know what I mean, with a whole bunch of other
I
people.
feel like you're asking for it more when you
Yeah.
when you out flying and going to every place. It's like what like you can't be mad if you get it in that situation.
That's true. You can't be mad at all. I don't know. When I flew, I went to North Carolina, you know, a little bit ago, and they didn't really. I mean, back before that, there was no, you know, COVID testing because it didn't even come up. But even going through security, I thought I was have to go through that big scanner that you go through, the body scanner. But no, they brushed me off into the, you know, me and Chewy Rocks off into the little X-ray scanner, you know, and that was about it. So I don't know if they're sort of getting lax on security or just sort of, you know.
No, they just don't do everybody. Like your big ass might not have fit in that one.
Oh, thanks a lot there, Mr. Critical Ass. Appreciate it. That's number 4 on the if you're counting at home.
Come on, man! They got a power play now. I got to score shit.
Man, what are you so
I
critical
can't believe
for?
this
What's
game
going
is
on?
still on while we're on. Like this is ridiculous.
Hey, so
this is like a baseball game for hours.
Yeah, like this is the 5th. Oh, this is crazy. This is the longest game that they've ever had in history.
What's the what's the most overtimes they've had?
This
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Before. I've never seen 5 overtimes in hockey.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
I didn't
I
even
don't
really
think I've
went
seen
that
5
far.
overtimes
Usually
in
go to a
sports,
shootout.
like period.
Yeah, they go to a shootout eventually. Like this is, I guess, no shootout. Somebody has to score, which I like. Even better than losing by a shootout. They're at a power play. They got to score. They got a minute left in the power play, and they get shit up. Oh shit!
So what happens if nobody scores then?
It's over. It's been taken 5. Nobody scored. If anybody scored in these 5 overtimes, the game would have been over. All it takes is 1 goal.
It says the longest NHL game went to 6 overtimes. That was in 1936 in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, when?
1936.
Yeah, see, I missed that one.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never seen this shit before.
Yeah, so they went to 6 overtimes.
Shit, that they almost scored. The guy went into the goal.
Yeah, he got smacked, dude.
God, 6 overtimes. What?
It's going to go to 6 real soon. Shit, it's 10 minutes left.
Just imagine the gear in 1936. It wasn't like today. Yeah, that's a lot more bone breaking right there.
Yeah, in 1936 they didn't have any cool like pads.
No, they didn't.
Them uniforms and them, yeah.
They were playing in burlap sacks.
Yeah. They had 11 helmets like NFL.
Yeah, if that.
By the way, we didn't.
Face, nothing cover their. Well, they don't cover their face anyway. They're crazy, man. That's why they don't got no teeth.
Yeah, fuck that. I'd be wearing a fucking motocross helmet out there.
They got the masks though that work. Only most of them don't rock them though.
Nah, most of those people are like more manly NHL people.
Nah, man, they lose a tooth and then like they just like clean up, put some gauze in, and keep going for the rest of the game. Like we'll fix that shit maybe if they feel like it. Maybe not.
Yeah, I'd be wearing a goalie mask.
A goalie mask?
No mouthpiece, no nothing, man.
They'd
be like, here this guy comes.
Yeah,
he doesn't belong here, rocking the mouthpiece and a full helmet. I'm like,
they're just tough guys, man. A lot of people don't think that they're, athletes, but that's a long 15 minutes a period. That's a long period, especially on the ice. Or 20 minutes. I'm sorry, 20 minutes.
This is long as hell, man. Like.
Now, have you guys tried ice skating before?
It's not for me. I was younger though. I wouldn't do it now because I have too much pride to fall.
I wouldn't do it now because I don't want to break any more
I haven't been on
fucking
roller
bones.
skates in a long time, and I know how to skate. I don't trust it anymore. But I know I can. But too many people have camera phones. I'm not doing it. They ain't getting me on that shit. Nope.
That's what we should do. We should go out and go to the what's that park in downtown Tampa? The right next to that art museum.
When they freeze that grass out there.
Well, it's not. They don't freeze the grass, but they put a layer of ice on top of a stage per se. We should all go out there, just film us ice skating.
I'm cool, man.
You're cool to do it?
No, I'm
cool on that. I'll pass.
Yeah, I'm not an ice skater, man. Like my aunt and my cousin, like out in California, like they're like ice skated like their whole entire lives.
Right.
They tried to get us to go out there and do it, man. When we would go out there and stay with them when I was younger.
But look how funny that would be. Just all three of us trying to get out there and ice skate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, those damn rental skates, dude, are so dull and shit. Like you don't get like the cool, like man,
the hockey skates.
That's the whole thing. Like my aunts and like my cousin skates, them bitches were like badass, dude, and like all sharp and shit, and no like resistance, man. Like the ones you get like at like the rental place, it's like bowling shoes. Like
they're like bowling shoes. That's a new term for it. But no, I've been ice skating a couple times. It's not bad. I've been rollerblading for most of my life, so I enjoy it.
I mean, I would like to do like an ice sled gimmick.
An ice sled?
Oh, I scored, dude. Nice, done.
Who scored?
Lightning scored.
So we got it.
Fuck, god damn, bro. That shit was rough.
The old boy got fucking slapped with that puck too.
Did he really? I'm not watching it, so it's I don't have a way to watch it. Well, I would watch it.
It was right. It was point too.
So speaking of special events, like NHL and are you guys into like Sharks or Discovery Channel or let alone Shark Week? Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching some of that with the kid last night, man.
I'll skim it, but I mean, it's every year now, so
it's every year, and like, man, there's a lot of hype with some of that silly shit. Like, man, they fucking draw it out way too much. We were watching something where they were trying to tag white sharks, man, and it was the most like dramatic, like crap.
What do you mean?
I like old school National Geographic, like real ass, like when the old guy David Attenborough will talk to you about some nature shit, not like people fucking with music and like, oh my god, the shark's coming to the cage, and then like we'll be right back. Like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Normally, right around this time, there's not too much going on. It's a lot of sports for me right now. I'll pass.
So you pass on Shark Week?
Right now, it would be baseball and preseason football. That's what would be going on right now. But now it's like hockey playoffs. NBA's about to start the playoffs. NFL maybe might start. MLB's on.
I don't know.
There's a lot going on.
I enjoy Shark Week. Shark Week is very entertaining to me.
Final 5 OTs.
5 OTs.
I got 2 TVs going around now with sports. That's how much I love it.
I got a dog that stole my fucking lazy boy, man, when I came back in here, dude.
Again?
Yeah. So I've been sitting here watching him, and like he'll start breathing like just right where he gets it rocking, man. Like a little rocking chair for himself. Like he figured out how to move
while
it.
he was gone. He had time to perfect that shit. He got it right.
Yeah, he's fucking comfy as shit right now, man.
He should have recorded it.
Yeah?
Yeah, that way we could put, say it all the time. Should have recorded it so you could put it on the channel. That way.
Man, they rocking chairs.
That way we
can. Dude.
That way we can, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of content, man. That's,
Turn on your camera, Bull. You can see him right now.
Oh, I see it. I see him. He's right there. He's like, screw you. I'm sitting in your chair tonight.
Yeah, this is my shit, dude.
So
I'm not even going to think about moving.
He looks too comfortable. Like he's very comfortable.
Yeah, he's chilling like Flint, dude.
By the way, how does the studio in your bar look to come back?
It looks pretty fucking crowded in there right now.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Like really bad crowded or just,
Yeah, it's pretty bad crowded.
Okay. I would like to go live again, but until I get a sort of a smaller kind of travel board, you know what I mean? because on Sunday my board crapped out.
I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah. I was gonna have what's his name, Eddie Torres, right?
Yeah.
On did you meet him?
What the hell did you just say?
I said, did you meet him at the BRN?
Mom, that's all I heard. Mom.
Oh, jeez, man. Good Lord. I said, did you meet Eddie Torres at the BRN before? The wrestler guy?
Yeah. I think I remember that guy.
Okay, yeah. Well, so we're supposed to have him on Sunday show, and the board crapped out, like it failed. Like
it failed?
It failed. It just, there's no audio going through it. Nothing, right? So I'm scrambling, trying to get, things together, trying to figure out, how I can record the show, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm using the big boy board, right? And kind of, re-rigged it so I can, play it through here. That way we can have a nice, show and setup as well. So, so now I'm in looks of getting a new small, like 4 to 6 channel, like travel board type of deal. So,
okay.
So hopefully if you, the listeners, want to help us out, you can, donate money, Amazon, just go to Bulls Radio Lounge, Amazon.com, and just sort of, if you want to donate to the show, that way you can help us out. Like Juan Hernandez, he donated $50 to the show or to the channel. So, thank you, Juan Hernandez, for doing that. But, so yeah, so I'm using the bigger board, and it's working quite nicely throughout the show, and so now we're live. We're live back again because I didn't know if we were going to be live tonight. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that'd have been scary.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's what I was hoping. I'm like, man, I hope I can get this thing going so that way we can do a show. That way we're not missing anything, because Belly's show sort of got canceled halfway through. So I kind of felt bad about that, because the board was just going out, because that's like an old board. That's like over, I think, almost 10 years old. So it's been through a lot.
It's tired.
It's time to retire the board. Boy, he is just sitting up in that chair and just sort of like every time you went to go grab something, he's just sort of like one that say stay away from the chair.
Nah, that's his chair, dude. He's fucking taking over it, man. He likes it because he can look at the front door.
Oh yeah. Does it make your chair like really like hairy, like a lot of hair being lost from the dog?
No, he doesn't shed too bad, man.
No.
I don't let him. Most of the time, if I catch him up in that chair, I fucking throw him out.
Do you really? He's like, man, I just got comfortable. You throw me out.
Yeah, but when I leave, he gets back up there.
He knows how to work it. That's why. But
yeah.
So yeah, the slapping contest that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Going back to that, that's a real thing. Like they actually do competitions like this.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I just want to make sure because I saw one the other day called a cornhole competition. You ever heard of cornhole?
Call it what?
Cornhole.
Cornhole?
Yeah, you know what a cornhole cornhole game is?
Yes.
Yeah, like fucking the beanbag game?
Yeah, that thing. They have a competition for that now.
Yeah. Hell yeah, they have cornhole competition.
No, like on ESPN and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and the Korean baseball at 7:30 in the morning.
No, see, I didn't know they did that.
I got over that. And once sports came back, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
So you guys watch Korean baseball at 7:30 in the morning?
No, I played DraftKings, and that was the first sport that really came back was like Korean baseball.
Okay.
So I know a lot of shit about Korean baseball right now. I know a lot of the players' last names are all the same though.
Oh, are they?
That shit is yeah. They have a lot.
I've never
it's just like here, like Smith.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of the same last names.
Yeah, I never watched a Korean baseball.
Yeah,
game
but
before.
there'll be like MLB guys that go over there too. There's like a couple.
Oh,
guys
okay.
that
So they
do,
go
like,
out there and help
pitchers
out
like,
and
a couple batters.
whatnot. So they have to get there a little bit early because that way they can do like their 2-week quarantine, don't they?
When they first started, they had it the same way they had it here with no fans. But I mean, I haven't watched it obviously, but they brought fans back.
Really?
There are fans in the stadium. They just spread out, not
Spread
as
out
many.
with it.
That's how the NFL is going to be. Like a lot of stadiums, they're going to just have like a maximum capacity, and just be spread out.
And they're gonna rope off. Yeah, they're gonna rope off like some of them. Man, you're not allowed to be like elbow to elbow kind of thing.
Yeah, like,
so
I'm like, live sports. I like going to live games every now and then, but live sports are over for me for now. Like I'm cool with it on TV.
So what about like season pass holders for like the Bucks? I mean, are they going to reimburse
they'll
that?
Give options. They'll give options for this to like roll over to the next year. Or they'll give your money back and stuff like that.
I mean,
the season ticket guys are going to be the ones that get like.
Yeah, you'll get ticket, but you'll have an option to like just to get to roll over to the next year. Like they're not gonna like make you go and waste your money. Like I'm good. Like I mean, like for real. Like what if you went and spent a lot of money on a ticket and you got a corona? You just spent money to fucking catch a disease.
True. I mean, but
like concerts and all that, people are still they just need to be out, man. Like people need to be out. Like I get like I've been like to restaurants. It's not like a lot, but my family was in town. Like that's the only time I went. But like that, it was okay. But like it's still like not like it's still too much to do that shit all the time.
Yeah, I didn't like this, man. We got the burgers to go last night from American Social, man. Just going in there was like, all right, like get me the fuck out of here. Like
just too many people.
The bar outside of the American Social was packed, man.
Yeah,
like,
they're sloppy out in certain places. That's why I'm good.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that, like, man, because you had to walk by the bar to get into the restaurant because the front door is not open. Like, so they're trying to have people sit outside, but the bar outside was packed. Like,
So you were sort of were you reluctant to go in because there was a lot of people, or just what was the deal?
What?
Were you reluctant to go into the bar because there was a lot of people, or what?
Yeah, I just didn't like it, man. Yeah, I mean, it was a whole bunch of people, like, man, all cramped up together. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's probably all regulars or they know each other, but still, like, man,
right?
Fuck that. I don't know you. Like,
I mean, is it like that when you go to a grocery store as well?
A grocery store is not quite as bad, but it's still sometimes it's bad.
Okay, I mean, I'm just trying to get an understanding because I deal with kind of stuff all the time, and I just go about my day, to be honest with you, and just sort of do my thing. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just like I don't believe. I mean, I know it's a real thing, but I mean, I don't know. I just do my thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much doing the same shit that I did, but except for like I don't go drinking, like which
right. You just drink from the bar.
Yeah, like man, like I miss going to fucking bars and
I miss sitting at a bar and having a meal and a drink and watching a game. Like this is like a little normal shit. That's what we did.
Yeah. Like I miss my Tuesday afternoon.
Well,
like, man, I'm gonna go fucking drink somewhere, eat some food. Like
that's what you two guys did. That was never I.
Hey man, don't do that because we always told you. We always let you know you was always invited places.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure. Nah, it's all cool. But yeah, we're just in a different world, in a different generation, a different time. And
I know you pay attention to that timer when it says less than a minute, man.
Yeah, that's right. Let me play this song, and then we'll come back in a minute.
Get us cut off.
I got you. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute with some more. Oh, you say, Bob? Right there. Don't go away. More Bull and the Bartender Show. When we come back, stay tuned. We'll have some more stories to talk about. We'll get into the weeks coming up, what's going to happen, and a lot more. Stay tuned. Bulls Radio Lounge, Bull and the Bartender Show.
I'll leave the light on, and I'll leave the light on. You can come home right
That's what, man. Like, yeah, like I want.
Bulls Radio Lounge. Bull and the Bartender Show on your Tuesday night. Want to talk to you about KeelFarms.com. Right here in Thonotosassa, Plant City, Keel and Curly Winery. You can go out there and taste their wild berry, strawberry, peach, sangria wines. If you're not a wine connoisseur or you don't have a taste really for wines, this wine will taste exactly what the label says. If you want to get that watermelon blush, it has the fine notes of watermelon, the blueberry, the wild berry, all that and more. Go to Keel Farms.
I want some of that key lime one.
The key lime, Key West key lime. The wine freeze strawberry. They have a brewery too. You know that, right? To where you can sit there and taste their many flavors of beer that is brewed there live. They even have tours. We should do that one day. Do a tour, like a show tour, you know? KeelFarms.com. Check them out. Right here in, I think it's Thonotosassa. Is it Thonotosassa or like borderline of Plant City of Thonotosassa? Nobody knows. KeelFarms.com. All right. So there we go. Got the Keel Farms promo. All wrapped up.
I'm ready to try some of their stuff, man.
Yeah, they've got some good wines so far. Like I said, we did the Tree Rocks, and I opened up the watermelon blush and gave that a try. That was really good.
Are you drinking the wine cold?
Yes.
Do they say to like chill it?
It's better cold.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that fruity one would be more better chilled.
Yeah. I didn't know if they recommended some of them to not be chilled or not. Or
I know the bottles that I've acquired all say it's better chilled. So
I like it. I like wine.
But
but I can put ice in it.
But they also have a food menu too. They have a caprese platter, chips and queso, bruschetta, a lot of good salads and sandwiches. The Keel Farms Cubano.
I like sandwiches.
So we should all go one day.
Big bright green one that has a giant